welcome to your reading for August the 28th through September the 2nd. I'm Mary Trimble with Live in the Solution. I've already shuffled the cards, I've already shuffled the cards, and I'm using 7 cards, one for each day, and it's the energy of the day. Before we get started, I want to really thank you for subscribing, liking, sharing, and commenting. I really appreciate it. This is a general reading for you, Aries. If you'd like a personal reading, the information will be right here or here on the screen or below in the description box. So without further ado, we'll go to the first card. So that's for Monday, and this is the general energy for Monday. This is the Hanging Man. Look, it looks very Cirque du Soleil, doesn't it? This can mean like a pause in action, right? Things are kind of at a standstill for you. This is interesting. I'm looking at something else here. So it's like a pause in action. It's like things are at a standstill. When this card comes up, it's, look, he's hanging there and he's like, okay, I'm just hanging here. So let me look at something from a little, different perspective. This is asking you to take a look at what's going on from a different angle. Don't think of it as being stuck and you're not. Look, sometimes when there's a pause in action, there's actually a lot going on. Like when you think of seeds sprouting, right? There's a lot happening under the ground. So sometimes, there's a lot of action going on. You can't see it and it doesn't appear to be happening until they sprout up through the soil. So things can be happening even though there's a pause in action. So this is asking you to be patient, right? Patience is definitely in there. And just take a look at the situation from a different viewpoint. Have a different perspective on it. See it from another point of view. And then Tuesday, we have the Knight of Coins. So he's known as the Green Knight. Now, he is just wonderful. He's a defender. But he's known for his patience and diligence and his determination. He's actually standing there poised and ready to defend. And he's very patient. But trust me, he'll leap into action like that if need be. So this is another card that's asking you for patience, right? It's asking you for patience, but it's also asking you to get ready to move. Like, get up and do what you need to do, Aries. This is like, action, take action. Nights are about movement. So this is saying get moving, right? You've had this like, pause in action. You've been patient, right? This is like patience, but steady, going, plodding along kind of thing. This is keep going. Be patient and be tolerant, but take action. That's what this is saying. The Green Knight, he's the champion for little tiny things, right? Like the fairy realm and the planet. So this is all about being, this whole energy with the total solar eclipse and moving forward planetarily. It's all about being conscious of our planet and being kind to it. This is Mother Earth. We've got to take care of our home, We don't want to destroy it. We've got to protect it for generations to come. Now, that was Tuesday. And on Wednesday, we have the Star. Now, there's lots of crossover in these readings, so you might want to check out, if you know your rising and your moon sign, you might want to check out the links below in the description box and check out some of the other signs to give you a broader picture of what's going on for you. So the Star is like, to me, it's like a spiritual healing. It can be a physical healing, but it's like a spiritual healing. It's like you've been through it, Now look, we've got this beautiful ethereal woman just, spreading stars around in the dark, bringing light to the dark, bringing hope in. So there's hope in the future. This is lovely. It's like look up in the stars and you feel hopeful and lovely. And, she's sprinkling stars on the ground where the darkness has been. So this is a lovely inner healing card and definitely is giving you hope for the future. So that's on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, each week I have a card that shows up in nearly every reading for every sign. And so far, ta-da, it's the Five of Wands. Now, the Five of Wands is about conflict and turmoil and uncertainty, and it's about, it's about that kind of bickering kind of energy. It's like, defensive, or competition. It's like, I'm right, you're not right. It's that whole thing. When this card comes up, don't engage in it. If somebody says something's red and you can tell it's purple, keep it to yourself. It's purple. You don't have to prove that. You don't. If they believe it's red, let them believe it's red. Maybe they're colorblind. You don't have to tell them that they're colorblind. You can just allow them to believe what they want to believe and just go, and move out. So you don't have to engage in that energy. When this card comes up, it's like, watch out for that energy and avoid it. Because it's just not a nice feeling when you engage with that. So then on Friday we have this is the Two of Cups. It's like a deep emotional connection. It's beautiful. It's like, this card is about look. It's not the two people, they're reflecting in the cups, and this is about a deep connection with, you could be actually in love with somebody, and this can be a renewed falling in love with your husband or wife or lover, partner, whomever you have those deep connections with. It can also be a deep connection with friends and family. And the reflection in the glasses are basically how you feel about love and how you feel about yourself and how you feel that other people see you is how your relationships will deepen or not. So this is also about going inside and asking yourself, how do I feel? How do I think people see me? Or how do I feel about myself? Because when you're thinking about how people perceive you, it's really about how you're feeling about yourself. So I always think this is also about self-love, really learn to love yourself. When you love yourself, people are attracted to that, and you can bring love in more. But it starts with you. It starts with you. Okay, Aries. So the next card for Saturday is Temperance. This has also shown up in a lot of readings this week. So Temperance is about, this is about everything, just simply put, everything in moderation. That's what it is. And Temperance is about finding that balance, right? Look, she's this ethereal angel, and she's not flying. She's kind of balancing in a kind of an awkward pose. And she's got in one hand fire and in the other hand water. They're opposing elements, right? So when this card comes up, it's asking you to balance. It's asking you two things, to balance and also everything in moderation. And sometimes, there's a little wobbliness before we find the balance. So it's like, work on it, but definitely balance, right? And then on Sunday, we have this wonderful, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we have this wonderful card. It's one of my favorite. This is the Four of Wands. I always say it's like the wish come true card. It's like a wonderful, perfect ending to something. It's a completion of something. It's a celebration. It's like, look, this is celebratory. It's just beautiful. It's like four wands, coming together and just lighting up a rainbow. This to me is also like, community. It celebrates somebody else's fortune. It's just celebrate. Be with like-minded people. Find your tribe and celebrate. Celebrate every moment. Aries, what a wonderful reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you. I love you all. Mwah. I'll see you next week. For a personal reading, please email Mary at liveinthesolution.com.